Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I almost said Millennium's Dawn again. Kaiserreich, where last time we left off as the Kingdom of Canada. We had some volunteers fighting in the Americas, and I was thinking this episode I would try to declare war on the combined syndicates of America, but I got to thinking something, and I don't know if that's actually a very good idea at the moment. Because we have a little bit of an issue here as far as manpower goes. We're kind of stretching ourselves thin. So I think what I'm going to do... Well, first let me just make sure I'm right on this. The syndicalists have 3786. That's pretty decent sized compared to our 20. So I think we're not going to declare war on them this episode. I'm just going to keep producing more troops. I got some motorized troops here in production. Might want to grab... I guess... They're not very good, but I'm going to grab a couple, let's go with 3 militias. That'll be fine. We'll do that. Put them there. So I think for the time being, we're just going to focus on having this army here, led by Adrien Carton de Wyatt? I don't know. Have them work on actually helping the Americans here. But before we do that... These guys have earned a name. Last episode, if you guys didn't see, this this unit here, this infantry division, they were doing amazing. They were taking on all comers. So I think that they've earned a new name, and I've been looking through the names of the units we have already, and I think I've decided on what I'm going to call these guys. These guys, most of their action has been centered around Iowa and the Illinois border on the Mississippi. So I'm going to call them the 6th Royal Pioneers Division. Okay. Did I spell it right? I think I did. Alright. Make sure I did that right. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Let's see. 1st King's Own Division. Yeah, everything looks good to me. We just have this unit here to give a name to, but they haven't exactly proved themselves. So I think what I want to do is actually send these guys to help another... what color do we make? Let's make these guys purple. I don't know why. These guys are headed for Spain, I think. The Spanish have a civil war going as well, and I think I want to support the Carlists. So what I'm going to do is send this division over. That's going to make things a little difficult because I want to have 2 different wars to focus on. But they're both fighting the syndicalists. Over here, the... Carlists are fighting both the CNC-FIA, who are the syndicalists, and the Kingdom of Spain. I think we want to deal with the syndicalists here, most of all. And if we can help the Carlists gain control, that'll give us an excellent launching point as far as invasion into the Commune of France. We want to help the French retake this. We want to help the Italians retake the Socialist Republic of Italy. So... good relations with Italy is going to be a good idea. Again, trying to maintain friendship here with the Germans. Why are we different ideology? Oh, that's why. What is your ideology? Authoritarian Democrat. Okay. What is the Netherlands? I'm kind of curious by this. Factions. Oh, I thought the Netherlands was in Middle Europa. Never mind. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going here. Oh, real quick, before I forget. Let me just pull this back up over here on the other screen here. I've decided each episode I'm going to be taking comments from the previous episode and just reading them. I don't know if we had a whole bunch of comments from the last one. Let me just check this real quick. Any day now. This thing is taking forever to load up. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, we had a total of 2 comments. Okay, so we got one from Mr. Bass Boost. Great content, keep it up. Thank you, dude, you're awesome. Second one was from George Havenhand. Rule Britannia. Yes, yes, pip pip, cheerio, God save the Queen. To anyone out there watching that who's British, is that offensive? Alright, well, alright, let's just go ahead and get back into this. Something else I noticed we might want to do is actually, as soon as we get the Trans-Canada Airlines finished, come this way and grab treaty with Ireland, which requires us to protect Ireland. Now, I'm actually not sure if I'll be able to, because I think I saw something somewhere about not being able to protect countries that have a different ideology than you. So let me see here if I can find guarantee independence. We cannot. Can only guarantee paternal autocrats nations, so we can't actually do that with them at the moment. But that would have been great, though. That would have given us another launching point to retake the Union of Britain. So I guess we're just going to have to go with the Commune of France. I mean, I don't think I could boost popularity. You cannot boost popularity of other ideologies, and your ideology popularity cannot be boosted. Okay. It's a little disappointing. What do we have over here? We have... Let's grab something over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Let's let this roll here. We're going to have the Royal Pioneers just rest up a moment. I think we might want to make an assault. Let's try for that. They're going to be receiving reinforcements there. This could be an issue. Alright, pull back. Let them clear out. Alright, now move. Alright, we're right on the doorstep of Chicago. But we should probably be careful because these guys could cut us off at any moment. Okay, one division sent to Carlos, Spain has arrived in Navarra. Alright, let me go back over here. And see... Oh, no, that's France right here. Okay. Where are they? Oh, right there. Okay. Make the move. I think we're going to try to take out the syndicalists first. Because they're making a decent push. Alright. I might want to actually slow this down now that we have two different theaters we have to keep an eye on. How's this looking? I don't know about this. If we could break one of these, we might have a chance. But I don't see that as happening. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. The situation of the restored Kingdom of Burma had long been precarious, even after British loyalists and Chinese citizens both vanished from its political scene. Heavily influenced by the neighboring Bharatiya commune syndicalist ideology, protests had risen in 1936 at Rangoon University, planting the seeds of chaos following a string of poor decisions by the Burmese government, culminating in ordering the Royal Burmese Army to open fire on protesting students and workers. The entire country turned against the royalty. The newly founded National Council is now founding a new syndicalist government and is reportedly already considering looking outwards for strong, like-minded allies. Country after country, the revolution progresses. Okay, I'm actually considering this is gonna be a late game if I even do this, but retaking colonies. Who owns this? Madras. Okay, maybe that one there. Retaking colonial possessions in India might be a good idea. Of course, we would probably have to deal with this situation first. The Bharatiya commune could be an issue for us. Who are we allied with? We're allied with the Dominion of India. So I'm thinking the Union of Burma may end up being allies with the Bharatiya, which could be an issue. We'll just keep an eye on that as things progress. I don't know how long we're talking about as far as a window of when I'll be trying to retake parts of India, but that's definitely in a far, far distant, probably late game, I think. For most part, I think our focus is going to be focused over here in Europe. I think I'm actually going to have you pull back. How's this looking? Yeah, pull back for a moment. Can I take... I'm gonna go for Chicago. Although coming up here might be a good idea as well. Take the this little border county here between Illinois and Wisconsin. All right, do that. Go with that. I think is a good idea. We'll do that. Yeah. Oh, hey, look. There's French volunteers fighting for the U.S. as well. Welcome to the Fright Brothers. Fright? Welcome to the fight. Why did I say fright? That's going to be a bit of an issue. Maybe that'll work out better. Let's see. We're not actually fighting a militia here. We're actually fighting a somewhat decent unit there. All right, let's push here. Let's see how that goes. Okay, the Royal Pioneers are starting to slow. Let's come down this way and loop up and take Chicago if I can. I'm worried that they're going to cut us off, though. We could probably take this militia unit if we get there in time. Alright, pull back. We're not going to be able to hold this. I think they're going to try to cut us off. These syndicalists are definitely putting up more of a fight than the Americans. Alright, let's pause that for a moment. Let's grab, I think I'm going to grab the St. Lawrence line. That'll get us some fortified positions along the border with America, which I think is a good idea. Probably should do that before I even try to declare war on them. Alright, let that go again. How is this going? Might be able to pull this off. Pioneers aren't doing as good as they did last time. There's the French. Maybe if I double back. Let's double back. We're going to give the French a hand. Let's do that right there. Okay. We need to solidify our position here along the Mississippi, I think. Push the syndicalists back across. Alright, they're going to receive some help here. Alright, let's get over here and give these guys a hand. They're being attacked from two fronts. I think the syndicalists are going to break through there. There are Russians. Who is sending help to who? We know the Russians are sending help to the Kingdom of Spain. They are also receiving help from... Oh, Germany, Egypt... Czech... See, what am I saying? Czech? Russians. Why did I almost call them the Czech Republic? I don't know. The syndicalists aren't receiving help from anyone, so that's, I guess, one thing we got going for us. All right, let's hold that position there for the moment. I don't know why these guys are having so much trouble this time. Support equipment. Oh, we might want to get some support equipment in production. Maybe a good idea. Let's get this finished first, and we'll take these out and put them into support equipment. All right. There we go. Okay. receiving enough supplies, I guess that was the problem. Alright, I think I'm going to make a move here. Alright, push here. Take that. Move north. And I think that'll help us break through. Alright, I'm having trouble trying to balance all these different volunteer forces. Move there. It's going to seal off everything to the west of the Mississippi. Jump back over here. How's this going? I don't know. They're putting up a decent fight. They are putting up a decent fight. Got a territory here. If one of these guys could just move in, take this, and give us a hand here, that would be great. But I don't think they're going to do that. Now, where'd the French go? Alright, National Defense Scheme is done. Let's grab... Wait, what? Oh, I was looking... Okay, I was thinking that was a technology that was done. It wasn't. Oops. Okay. Got more French troops coming in. Okay, let's grab... What do we want? Dispersed industry? Or... I want to go with that. Alright, you guys can go ahead and cross the river here. These guys have definitely taken a big hit, so we could probably just take them out real quick. Ottoman Empire declared war on Metz Hike. How's this going? Alright. At least the war over here is going decent. Let's actually come around, make a full attack on them. See if we can push... This shouldn't be too bad. I might actually want to... This could be an issue. Let's see how this goes, but I think it might be a good idea to actually have these guys pull back for a moment. The fall of Burgos. Reports from Burgos confirm that the Carlist temporary capital has been captured by the advancing Spanish troops. Oh. Whoops. Kingdom sends the pretender fleeing for his life. Alright, this may have been a poor use of Canadian troops. Alright, well, at least things over here are going alright. Let's make a move here. Then down like that. Okay. Trying to decide which way is better. We have recaptured all of Iowa. That's a good thing. I just don't know where to go from here, though. Because I believe the syndicalists are realizing the threat that these British and not British, Canadian and French volunteers are starting to pose. So they're pulling everything back to try to defend the areas closer to Chicago. Let's come down like this. Leave those French there. Maybe they can give us a hand there, protect our rear. Can I actually pull this off? It's looking like it might be a possibility. The Carlists aren't... I don't know if it's the AI, but the Carlists aren't doing anything intelligent here. If I was him, I would push with these troops here, try to seal off as much as I can, as quick as I can, retake Burgos. But they're not doing that. I don't know what their problem is. They're just not doing what you would expect. And how are things going here? This is actually going surprisingly well. Totalist in the Bharatiya Commune, as the leader of the Bharatiya Commune's Maximus faction and its recently elected head of state, Subhas Chandra Bose, gave a fiery speech to an electrified crowd in Calcutta today, promising that his new Totalist government would do whatever it took to deal a death blow to the colonial lapdogs of the northern dominion of India and the decadent oppressors of the Western Princely Federation. He claimed that the Bharatiya Commune would stand on its own 2 feet to accomplish its task, and prove to the rest of the world that India is a force to be reckoned with. Interesting. Okay. I'll let that roll again. I think the pioneers might be able to handle that. Really, the only thing I'm worried about here at the moment... Ooh, hold it. I might actually have to loop around and deal... Okay. Okay, the Carlists are starting to retake territory. That's good. They had me worried for a moment. Oh, did we actually take it? We took it. Okay. Making a decent push. Now, I did want to grab a bunch of territory from the syndicalists. However, if I keep going with this strategy, I don't know how well that's going to work out for us. But I just don't know if I'm comfortable declaring war on the syndicalists just yet. These guys not out there? I thought I had them out doing something. Let me take a quick look here. How are things looking? Has this gone... Oh, it's actually gone up, if anything. Alright, how much longer till these are done? Oh, we have 0 manpower. There's the problem. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. So we definitely need to get the manpower up. That's a big issue. Oh, we have that on volunteers only? There's your problem there. Okay, let's go ahead and bump that up to limited conscription. I'll get some troops in production. Okay. Now, do I move onto Milwaukee or back across into Illinois? Maybe if I take Milwaukee, the northern Illinois, that would cut off this portion here of the syndicalists, and maybe give the Americans and the French volunteers a chance to retake that. Alright, what do I want to do now? Treaty with the Pacific States. I'm not really interested in the Pacific States of America, to be honest. If anything, I think trying to be friends with them would be a good idea. What are they exactly? They are social conservatives. Okay. Maybe I'll go with that. What else do we have? Defense scheme number 2. That's actually probably a better idea. Well, exactly what let's do. Kingdom of Canada is fully independent. One of the following must be true. Current ruling party is paternal autocrats. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. National populist, Pacific States of America exist at peace with the Pacific States of America. Gains a claim on Columbia, Oregon, and Idaho. I don't know. How strong exactly are the Pacific States? That's not... Well, that would be a pretty easy target. Alright. How are things going over here? Carlists are pushing back at least. Maybe a wise decision to pull this army out. They're in danger of being cut off. Pull back. What would be the best move? I think... I mean, I'm worried if I pull away from this front here, the syndicalists are just going to rush in. So I'm trying to decide if I should move on to... Can I take these guys? I might be able to. I think the wise decision might be move on to the Kingdom of Spain there. Oh, they're receiving volunteers from the Union of Britain. At last! Okay. This isn't actually going very well. But at least we finally meet the traitorous syndicalists of Britain in combat. I can't make that there. As long as they don't get any more support coming in, I think I'll be able to handle these guys. They do have some more troops coming north. I think they're rushing to try to seal off any chance of us making an assault on Chicago. Let's actually move into northern Illinois. Let's do that. Okay. Then from there, I want to move up into Milwaukee. And hopefully, the French and the Americans can actually retake everything north of here. Oh, they're receiving... Oh, those are Mexicans. United Mexican States. Alright, they're receiving some volunteers from quite a few countries then. I'm trying to figure out, just kind of prodding their defenses right now. I really want to take Milwaukee. I think that would be a good idea. But if I can cut off this portion here from this portion here, I think that would be a decent blow. Okay, they're going to try to rush reinforcements down. Ooh, if I can push these guys out, I might be able to retake Chicago, though they do have reinforcements coming up there. Let's just see what they do. Those are just militia units. I know I need to call the episode here pretty quick, but there's just so much going on here. I don't want to call it just yet. Yeah, they're rushing troops up there to try to... Okay. Let's let that one clear out. And we're going to make an assault on Chicago. Or move north. Let's just see what happens here. If I could do this, there we go. You know what, partners? I think I'm going to call the episode here, because that actually went kind of well. We made it to the Great Lakes, at least. Over here in Spain, things are a little bit of a different story. We did retake Burgos. And I'm trying to decide if maybe I should actually turn my attention to the Kingdom of Spain instead. If we could take this territory here and cut across here, we might be able to kind of divide and conquer the syndicalists. They do have this small territory here that will leave these guys stranded. So I think I might do that. Anyway, partners, I want to go ahead and call this the episode here. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. Very much appreciated. It really helps me out. And I will see you, partners, next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.